This week, in the world of gaming, much loved Rebellion game Atomfalls teases its first new story expanding DLC, and it's coming sooner than you think. The highly anticipated new Bungie extraction shooter marathon in hot water after facing plagiarism allegations and a very negative alpha playtest review. And the Warhammer Skulls event is right around the corner, and we're looking at possibly some of the biggest releases for the Warhammer community. All of that and more, so sit back, relax, and let's take a look at This Week in Gaming, Episode 1. So, with Atomfalls' recent successful launch, many players were left wanting more from the title and wondering when they'd get their hands on the first of the presumably many DLCs for the game. Well, for most of us, we won't have to wait that long, as Atomfalls' newest story-expanding DLC, Wicked Isles, is set to release June 3rd, so just in a little over a week's time. Now, while this is awesome news, we have zero idea about the story of this new DLC, what it follows, or any footage really, other than the 10-second reel on Instagram and Twitter of a sailor rowing us across some sketchy-ass lake. However, I do just hope that it is longer than a few hours, because I did find the game's main story pretty short, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, the other little bit of news is the fact that this DLC or story expansion, whatever you want to call it, is coming out for free on Xbox Game Pass. So if you guys bought the season pass, whatever it was, or the deluxe edition on Steam, you guys kind of just lost yourself some money because, yeah, Game Pass get it for free. So enjoy. Now, Dune Awakening just had its first public beta test last weekend, and it went amazingly. Super positive reviews and feedback, which I saw coming a mile away. Now, personally, we streamed the game for some time last week, upwards of 10 hours probably, and I gotta tell you, this is going to be one hell of a fun new game. All that aside, the dev team just announced a new deep dive live stream happening on the 28th of May, so next week as of the recording of this video, and in this live stream we'll be getting a sneak peek into the mid-game and the end game for Dune Awakening. Now, what that's going to look like, I don't know, but personally I'm super excited for this, as the game has a very, very vast crafting and character build mechanic, that I'm really keen to see towards the end game, not to mention all the cool vehicles, all the cool builds you guys can get at that point in the game, so very exciting news. Although I'm not looking forward to getting there, as let's face it guys, I think I streamed about 12 plus hours of the beta gameplay over the weekend. Not a lot, but it's enough, and we barely made it into the second area of the world, so you best believe you're going to have to work really hard to get all the cool stuff that Dune Awakening is offering. GTA 6's biggest competitor, Mind's Eye, keeps on looking better and better after we got a look at a few of their new short teaser videos surrounding gameplay and the overall story of the game. Set to launch June 10th, Mind's Eye has received a lot of attention recently as a quote-unquote GTA 6 competitor, and these videos just keep making those statements all the more true in my opinion. With the release of these newest 30-second trailers, we get to see a little bit of a glimpse into the main villain of the game, or what is portrayed as the main villain in the game. Some big, hotshot businessman, naturally, who seems to turn the AI robot bad in order to make sure his dodgy business rocket launch plan or whatever launches on time. I don't know, that's what I got from the trailer, guys. That's what I got from the newest video, so be sure to watch it for yourself and let me know what you guys all think in the comments below. But all I can say is GTA 6, you guys better watch out. Mind's Eye's coming. In other news, Warhammer Skulls is set for this weekend, being the biggest event for the Warhammer gaming community. This livestream showcase will be going over some of the crazy new releases and updates for a whole host of games, included and not limited to Total War 3 Warhammer, Blood Bowl, Space Marines 2, Warhammer 40k Warforged, Battle Sector, Darktide, Tacticus, and 40k Rogue Trader. So yeah guys, as you can imagine, this is a pretty large event and a pretty big reveal showcase. Now, at this point, we don't really know what's coming out for those specific games. We just know it's going to involve those games. We only have rumors as to what's actually coming out, and I've heard only about Space Marines 2. I'll admit that. I don't really know much about the other games. I presume by now they've already mentioned the fact that Darktides is actually getting a new character class. I don't know what it's called. I apologize. But yeah, Space Marines 2. Wow. Space Marines 2 is getting the single biggest update yet. I know I'm not talking about new characters and maps, etc. Well, that is coming, yes, but the main part is they're basically giving you their blueprint of how they make the game. So essentially, you can write and make your own campaigns and missions using their like own house built AI system and whatnot, which is absolutely insane. Again, I don't know how they're gonna do that, but modders will be going crazy for this shit. You can literally write your own Space Marines 2 game. Like, it's absolutely insane. But again, take this with a pinch of salt because it is hearsay at this point, but I would keep an eye out for it anyways, just in case, because I'm pretty sure it's true. So Bungie's newest big title, Marathon, has had its first alpha test recently, and it's not looking good. The game has a very negative first review. However, this might not be to the fact of poor gameplay or mechanics. Forget that. It's literally due to the fact Bungie just got done for plagiarism. So an ex-Bungie artist / employee has come forward stating that Bungie has been using their artwork in Marathon, and bro, this story gained a massive traction with streamers and gamers alike, tainting the once positive thoughts surrounding this new game. There's even reports of the game getting delayed due to all the negativity and hostility from the community, as Marathon was set to launch in early September, but with all the hot water surrounding the game right now, I'm guessing Sony and Bungie have a lot to talk about as to the future of Marathon. Senior leadership might even be going as far as cancelling Marathon's heavily marketed August playtest and swapping it for a quote-unquote roadmap of future playtests. So I guess only time will tell if Bungie can turn this game around, but it's not looking so good for Marathon right now, guys. In more positive news, the Battlefield playtests have been going swimmingly. Very well, let's just say very well. With thousands of hours of gameplay already played, Battlefield has finished one of its first main alpha criterias, that being its focus on destruction, a balanced movement system / mechanics, and an overall solid foundation for low latency, high performance gunplay. Fuck, that was a mouthful. Now, this marks the next stage in its development, with the developers stating it will now move on to a focus of guns and classes in the next wave of alpha tests. So if you're still interested in this, I would definitely go and sign up to Battlefield Labs now to gain access to this new wave of tests. And with this in mind, I do have some good news for Battlefield fans in Asia, as they're officially opening up playtests to specific parts of Asia now during this next round of testing, so fingers crossed that includes us OCE players, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. So that's going to do it for our first episode of This Week in Gaming. I hope you all enjoyed, guys. Be sure to smash the like and subscribe button if you guys did, but also if you guys have any other game suggestions for me to keep an eye on, let me know down below in the comments, because this year is one hell of a year for gaming news, so it's going to be hard to keep up to date with everything, so help a brother out, would ya? And let me know if you guys hear anything about anything interesting we can talk about in these videos. But anyways, enough waffling for one day. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next news video.